let's talk about how we get here, how we get with beefing with Iran. I think a lot of people aren't aware of how we beefing with Iran. I would say, especially the younger generation. So let's take a gander.
Significant source of resentment for Iranians. In the early 1950s, a struggle for control of the Iranian government developed between the Shah, Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, and Mohammad Mossadegh, an Iranian nationalist. In March 1951, Mossadegh secured passage of a bill in the Iranian parliament to nationalize the vast British petroleum interests in Iran. Mossadegh's power grew rapidly, and Mohammad Reza was forced to appoint Mossadegh premier. A 2-year period of tension and conflict followed. In August 1953, the Shah tried and failed to dismiss Mossadegh, and after riots broke out, fled the country.
So the one thing both of these have in common, we talking about oil.
Look at
Sound
you
familiar?
connecting the dots. I'm
Sound
proud.
familiar?
Look at
Iran, Venezuela, Mexico. Put that as y'all will.
The dots are connected.
Several days later, however, Mossadegh's opponents, with the covert support and assistance of the United States,
And here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Couldn't be more than 2 seconds.
CIA and the United Kingdom MI6 restored Mohammad Reza to power through a coup. This coup reinstated the Shah, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, as a monarch and led to his authoritarian rule, which lasted until 1979. Next, there was the 1979 Iranian Revolution. The revolution led to the establishment of an Islamic Republic under the leadership of Ayatollah Khomeini. This marked a major ideological shift and a break from the pro-Western stance of the Shah. During this time, there was a hostage crisis in the U.S. Embassy of Tehran, in which...
Okay. I'll see this right here. So let's sum up what just happened. Homie was over Iran, had to promote other homie over here because they was making money. And eventually they were like, well, since we care about what he talking about, you get out of here. So he leaves. US and UK said, no, you not. You gonna pull, you going back in there. Like a boxer in a fight. You going back in there.
So you can do it, Rock.
Yeah.
Right.
I threw him back in there. Okay?
Get back in there.
You son of a bitch, because Mickey loves you. Right? We got to get this money, brother.
Threw it back in there, right? And then as soon as there was a chance that they're basically using, not even using, but Islamic Republic, so religion kind of powered this through to make regime change. If you think about it, like religion does a lot of things for folks, right? And making change and rebirthing is one of those things. And so sounds like when that perspective came, they said, we don't want the folks in our business. If you can make that happen, let's go. And so he said, not only can I make it happen, they gotta get up out of here. So I think this is what he talking about. He about to get the West up out of there.
52 Americans were held for 444 days,
that's over a
which
year.
symbolized the deepening rift between the two countries. Then there's the United States' support for Israel, not only now, but in the past. The United States has consistently supported Israel, which is seen as an enemy by Iran. Iran's anti-Israel stance and support for Palestinian groups like Hamas and Hezbollah contribute to their adversarial relationship with the U.S.
Now, look at this visual, y'all. There's a lot of, stand with Israel, stand with Hamas. Well, can't serve two masters. And on top of the fact that you really don't mess with them like that, and they don't mess with you like that. So we're seeing where alliances are.
Stand back. That's where I'm at.
I didn't say it was right or wrong. I'm just,
Well, I mean, we can be free thinkers here in this particular space. It's not, to me, it's not even a political thing anymore. Like I'm on the line of just letting people do whatever they gonna do. If we're gonna talk about America first activities, then we can truly be.
Oh, we want to get into the big conversation about how we big brother the little brother. And we talked about this before. Israel, the little brother that's going around trying to uppercut everybody. And they're like, just wait till I tell, what was the Friday reference? Baby D, she gonna come you up. The U.S. Baby D.
That's the thing.
U.S. Baby D and that crazy chick who was key in the car, that's Israel.
Right. No, actually, really, it's like we Don Corleone and Israel is the Undertaker. That because you rolling with us, they fear you type deal. But you really not as powerful unless we stay in pocket with you.
Man,
We
I don't
gonna make
care
sure
what you say.
we stick our beak in everything just to make sure we get what we need to get out of it. And that's no. I ain't
I'm
knocking
just thinking.
it.
I'm just thinking Hamas is really a day. That's not my baby. That's my baby over there. Talk about the land. Talk about the land. They're like, oh, this right here, I'm gonna blow this up over here. And they're like, no, you know, and then you come up, I'm gonna spray you. Oh, what's man? The US is Baby D. Baby D ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Got nothing to do with that.
Also, the other part,
I agree with you.
Other part of it too, though, is Iran feel like we've been here. When they like, where did Israel come from? It's that whole conversation too.
Yeah, the thing is, in this situation, though, as we bring it back to this, it makes sense that when we talk about support for Israel, like even if they didn't really care about what beef Israel had with Iran, they still don't mess with Iran because they don't think they forgot about what Iran did with they people holding up for 444 days. U.S. still ain't gonna forget about that.
Israel, like we've been here, they like y'all ain't even celebrate 100 years yet.
It's definitely a fight over. It's definitely a fight over land, spirituality, all of those things. Which I would love to know if anybody's from Iran, like I'll be curious to know though. Iran went to an Islamic Republic. How did that impact the whole beef with Israel? Because they were not an Islamic Republic before this. So I'm just I gotta do some research on that. But now that like actually think about that.
This whole diagram is waking up a lot of thoughts and stuff I want to look into.
This is cool. So shout out to the creator on this.
Yeah, I went to college with somebody from Lebanon who was going through a similar type of ordeal back in the day. So, I mean, this is very familiar with just the uneasiness in the region. So, yeah. The nuclear program may or may not exist.
So, well, there's different parts of it. So we can go to the recent events. That's
executive order banning nationals from 7 Muslim majority nations, including Iran, from entering the U.S. for 90 days. Iran calls the ban an obvious insult to the Islamic world and responds by conducting a ballistic missile test. The back and forth marks the sudden escalation in tensions between the two countries, raising concerns about the future of the Iran nuclear deal. In 2018, Trump fulfilled a campaign promise and announced he was withdrawing the U.S. from the Iran nuclear deal, which he viewed as one-sided. He also placed new sanctions on the regime. Critics were concerned that this would cause Iran to restart its atomic program and set the stage for more conflict in the Middle East.
So I will stop it there. But just to give a little bit of context, we can come back to this again at a later date. But this right here tells you this is in reference to 2018, right? Is that what he said too? Yeah, from the first term. So then when he came back in, just keep in mind too, like if I'm around Iran, I already know you about to be on some stuff and not like us because you didn't like us the first time at that point. And if your perspective of us is this, then I'm already coming in defensive. So there's a lot. We'll keep this close. I think that
make sure you put the link to this particular
in the notes. Okay,
in the show notes. It's very informative.
I was gonna say, cool. Please, because I'm watching this. I'm probably gonna watch this whole thing before I lay it down. It's very interesting.
I thought it was cool. I loved watching the YouTubes where people draw everything out because the visual and you being able to follow it is super duper helpful.
One show, Jam talk slick in a soft tone. They ain't do the math on your phone. Ollie cool breeze.